If you're just starting your photography journey, you've probably noticed the wide variety of lenses available, and for good reason. Having the proper lens is essential to getting the right shot. In this video, we'll be discussing the four main types: all-purpose, telephoto, wide-angle, and prime, to tell you about their benefits and their limitations. The most common type is the all-purpose lens. You may also hear this referred to as an all-in-one zoom lens, or even as a kit lens, as this is the type that normally comes in the box with your camera. Instead of carrying 2, 3, or even 4 lenses around, you only need one, which makes them highly versatile. They cut down on weight and space, making them an excellent choice for when you need to pack light, or if you plan on taking a variety of shots and don't want to switch lenses. For casual photographers, this may be the only lens you ever need, as they're simple to use and capable of producing outstanding image quality. However, because they typically have a smaller maximum aperture, they can struggle a bit in lower light. Next is the telephoto lens. This is the type of lens you'd use to bring a subject closer. It's handy for those times when you're physically unable to get closer to your subject, or times when getting closer may cause the subject to move, like in wildlife photography. They're also a great lens to use for sports photography. Generally speaking, a lens is considered telephoto if it has a minimum focal length of 70 millimeters, but the higher the number, the further away from your subject you can be. However, telephoto lenses tend to be larger and heavier than other types, and they magnify camera shake, so ideally you'll want to use these with a tripod. If a tripod isn't available, you'll likely need to increase the shutter speed to compensate. That brings us to wide-angle lenses. You can think of these as kind of like being the opposite of telephoto lenses. A wide-angle lens allows you to capture more of the surrounding area within the frame. They're great for taking landscape shots or making an interior shot feel more spacious. A lens is generally considered wide-angle when it has a focal length of 35 millimeters or smaller. The smaller the number, the more you'll be able to capture in the shot. But you don't want to use a wide-angle lens for everything. As you move out to the edges of a shot taken with a wide-angle lens, you may notice lines start to bend outwards. They can also distort your subject's features, so they aren't the most ideal lens to use for portraits. And the last lens on our list is the prime lens. A prime lens is a lens with a fixed focal length, which can be wide-angle, standard range, or telephoto. The benefits of prime lenses are that they typically have a wider aperture, they can be smaller and lighter weight than all-in-one lenses, and they tend to produce the sharpest images of all the lens types. They're great for taking pictures in lower light, and there are options available at several price points. But just like the other lenses on this list, there are things to look out for. For example, because the focal length is fixed, they aren't as flexible as a zoom lens, which means you could miss out on a shot if your subject moves. And if you're looking to cover different focal lengths with prime lenses, you'll need to purchase several of them, which can be costly. So that's a brief rundown on the most common lens types. If you have any questions or need advice on which type would be right for your style of photography, be sure to contact the experts here at Apt. We're always happy to help. Thanks for watching.